Hello, my beautiful people. Julianne here of Julianne Annette Art. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. If you're new, I'd love it if you consider subscribing. I'd love to have you stick around. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you the January Mythographic Scavenger Hunt prompts. So, for starters, up until now, the hashtag has been Mythographic Scavenger Hunt 2024. So naturally, January is 2025, so we'll be changing it to Mythographic Scavenger Hunt 2025. I'll put that up at the top as well as in the description. So this is a monthly scavenger hunt that Rachel Colors and Crafts and I host. And I was hoping to color more pages when I had the idea of the scavenger hunt, but I haven't gotten as many pages done, but I've really enjoyed seeing your guys' pages. So we're definitely happy to continue it through January or through into 2025. So for January, because it's the new year, Rachel and I take turns choosing the prompts, and she chose the December prompts. And so I really wanted, I don't know why, I always feel like a new hope in January, right? And, if anybody who knows me knows that I've been kind of going through some stuff lately. So I really wanted things that were like symbolic for the new year. And so when I searched it, there was some things that came up, like old-timey New Year's symbols were like shamrocks. But now we associate them with St. Patrick's Day, so I didn't want to use shamrocks. Horseshoes and pigs and mushrooms. Mushrooms I found odd, but we just did mushrooms in November. I was going to do pigs, but it turns out there's only a couple of pigs. I think there's like a couple in Mythical Beasts, and there's the one in Wild Summer. So that wasn't enough. So our prompts that we are going with are, just let me think for a second here. We are going to do time counters. So like your clocks, your hourglasses, your anything of the variety that looks like it tells time or counts the passage of time. That is one. The other is dragon, because January is the last month for Year of the Dragon, and then January 29th marks the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, which then will become Year of the Snake for going into February. So I thought dragon was a good replacement for pigs, since I couldn't find any pigs. And then our other one is a little bit of it's keys and keyholes, but the reason for it is because the Roman god Janus is also another symbol of the new year, and he is the guardian of he has two faces, one that looks ahead and one that looks behind, which I think is kind of neat for for the new year, for moving forward. And so he is also the guardian of doorways and passages, and so he carries a key in his right hand. And so I thought that was a neat symbolism for for moving forward, for stepping through the next doorway, the next passageway. So it's a very symbolic choices. Not that they're not all symbolic, but I kind of wanted to explain the symbolism for them this time, so you know that there actually was a lot of thought put into it. So out of all of the books that I have, they're not as prolific tags as some of them have been, like crystals and lanterns were everywhere, but every single book has something. So hopefully you can find something. And then the other one that I wanted to put was fireworks, because we always do fireworks for New Year's. So it's not an official prompt, but if you find it, absolutely, it's a happy sneaky bonus prompt. because I think I only saw 2 fireworks pages in all of my books. So that's why I didn't want to put it in as an actual prompt. But if you have fireworks in your book, go ahead and color that as a prompt as well. So we're going to start with Wild Winter because we're still in winter, and it was just at the top of my stack. So it's Wild Winter by Joseph Kattenbang, and I only tagged 1 prompt here. And this one is a stretch because it's for the time counter. So we have the watch here. Now, technically, this watch is one of the hidden elements, but because it is the White Rabbit and Lewis Carroll and the whole Alice in Wonderland kind of theme with this, the pocket watch for the rabbit just seems appropriate. So it seems like the kind of hidden object that you wouldn't necessarily want to hide. So that's why I tagged that one, but that's the only one that I could find in that book. I have to have my stash of cough candies here because I've been getting a little bit coffee. Okay, so next we have Wild Summer by Joseph Kattenbang, and again, only 1 page. But miraculously, it is the one with the pig. But it has this kind of Big Ben clock tower here. So that is another time teller page. So that's Wild Summer. I adore that page too, by the way. So next we have Weronika Kalinska. Weronika. So we have this page here right at the beginning with the keyhole and the keys and whatever kind of lovely fantastical birds these are. So that page should be good. And where do I have this one? We have this kind of water dragon here. So that would be good for the dragon. I guess I can zoom you guys in a little bit, can't I? How about that? Okay, so our next book is Mythical Beasts by Weronika Kalinska. And we have a few dragon pages in this one. We have this awesome dragon layer page. I'm going to zoom. No, you can see it, right? You're in frame. I think you're in frame. Okay. Awesome dragon layer page. Absolutely love this page. We have this fantastical beast here. Definitely the back half appears to be dragon, even though it has many heads, none of which look quite dragon-like. But the back half is definitely dragon. And then this one with the super cool dragon all around the castle. I wasn't sure if it had wings or not, but I see now that it actually does have a couple tiny wings, which is pretty small wings for such a very long body. So that is Mythical Beasts by Weronika Kalinska. Then we have Crystal Kingdom, also by Weronika Kalinska. And we have this dragon. I think she's a fan of dragons. With the little castle in the distance and the crystals. And we have this one that has the keyhole and the key here with these kind of birds are they? Like egret? Or some, I think they're egrets. Something like that. So yeah, this is a cool page too. So next we're into Alessandra Fusi. So we have Shangri-La by Alessandra Fusi. And we have this dragon here. Her stuff is so much more detailed. It does intimidate me, but it's just so gorgeous. Every time I look at this book, I think I want to color it. This kind of dragon here, and, you know, video game controllers and stuff. We have this with the keyhole and the keys. The keys look like they're flowing from the tree branch almost, but it also looks like a continuation of this wispy tail almost. So that's an interesting one. Then we have, our next page actually has 2. So we have this giant keyhole window portal, as well as the the little time clocks. This is actually a really neat page. I feel like symbolically, it definitely speaks to that stepping forward through, you know, through the portal to a new space. So I like that. I might even consider this as a page I color in January, if I can get to one. My January is hopefully going to be all a lot of catching up on my whips so that I don't go carry them all through 2025. That's another video though. Next is Dreamweaver by Alessandra Fusi, and we have these dragons. We have the large dragon here that's kind of curled up around the rocky snow globe castle building here, and then the smaller dragons flying around. Super cool page. We have this one with the humpback whales and lots of keys just hanging on little ribbons. And we have this one with the rib cage and the little sparrows and the keyhole here. I don't see a key, just the keyhole. And then another dragon one. This one's very cool. This would be really cool for the lunar New Year, with the kind of Asian temple and the paper lanterns, and then the dragon wrapped around the tree. Really gorgeous page. And then we have another one that looks like it has two aspects. So we have these kind of dragon-like creatures, and we have the hourglass as well. And another super cool page. And then we have this one that is key. This is just a really big key. Also, this is, I mean, it definitely suits winter. It could be almost Christmassy because they look like poinsettias and with the snowflakes, but I feel like it's not so Christmassy that it could be actually a really nice January picture as well. So that is Dreamweaver by Alessandra Fusi. And next we have Wanderlust, also by Alessandra Fusi. Probably my least favorite of hers because this one is the one with the hidden objects. Although her hidden objects still aren't as bad as Alessandra Fusi's, or as Fabiana Attanasios, sorry. We have the dragon here, fun little armadillo. I mean, we do have like the 8-ball and the banjo and the shoe and the fork. So, you know, there's definitely the hidden objects. They just don't seem as intrusive as Fabiana's. And then we have this one here with the owls, and there's the clock here with the gears. I notice lots of time when there's gears, there's a clock. Not always, but often. So that is Wanderlust by Alessandra Fusi. Now we're into the rest of the Joseph Catbanks because I had the Wild Summer and Wild Winter pulled out for a different video that will be coming out shortly. And my coffee's already cold. Okay, so Labyrinth by Joseph Catbank. This book came from our store called Home Sense, which is like Winter's Home Sense, and I think it's kind of like a TJ Maxx-ish adjacent. And the lovely Emily from eArt Studios picked it up for me. And it wasn't until I got through it fully that there was a couple pages that somebody had actually done a little bit of alcohol marker. And I tried to remove it as best I could, and I diluted it enough that I can color over it, but you're going to see on the pages because so far I haven't had the need to show you guys those pages, but today you're actually going to see the pages where there was a little bit of marker. So first we have this one with the key and the keyhole and the sea turtle. This is a cool page. I like it. I mean, we're into Joseph Catbank now, so everything is awesome, right? So next we have this dragon and this around this temple. I feel like since dragons are kind of mythical creatures anyway, and different cultures have different variations of them, I feel like it's pretty open to your own interpretation of you know, if it's kind of a mythical serpent and you want to call it a dragon, call it a dragon. If it looks like it has feathers, but it still has a dragon head, call it a dragon, you know, like if it looks dragonish to you, call it a dragon. Okay, so this one with the armored owl with all the keys, I think this one's a super cool page too. This one has this keyhole here. And what do we have? This one is this giant clock and gears. Okay, so this is one of our firework pages, and then this is one of the ones that had the little bit of alcohol marker. So like I said, I just kind of went over it with the invisible blender to I see you weren't entirely in frame, sorry. I went over it with the invisible blender to push most of it through, and the rest I can cover when I actually color the page, so I'm totally unconcerned about it. And then yeah, we just have some fireworks here. So like I said, sneaky bonus prompt is the fireworks. If you see them, feel free to color them. And next we have this one. This is the other page that got done. Again, I did my best, but this page had it a little bit thicker. Again, I'm totally unconcerned about it. It'll be easy to cover when I go to color it. I'll just make sure, you know, to use a color kind of like that, or else I would use acrylic paint. So I'm not worried about it. I really enjoyed this picture. So this has the keyhole. I don't think there's an actual key, but I like it. And then we have this one with the robot, and now I marked it for keys, but I don't really think it's keys. I mean, it's kind of like keys, but like, I don't know if you'd call them keys. I think they're the, you know, the key that's going to wind up the robot anyway. So it's kind of like a key. But again, you know, we're not going to nitpick, you guys. If you think it looks like it qualifies, that's good enough for us. So this one I marked for dragon because even though it's kind of the road, but it's got a dragon head. I like that it's got this little door and a portal into its mouth. Kind of symbolic for the new year as well, I feel like. Anything I feel like that's going through to a new beginning, to a new realm. I don't know. Like I said, I've got that kind of hopeful new year energy right now. So that's what I was looking for in my thinking of the prompts this time. So again, we have another key that I realize now is a bit more of a wind-up key, but still a key. So, or it is going into a keyhole here too. So, and then these ones are definitely keys. We have the butterfly and their bodies are the keys. And then there's the keyhole in the rose. Very beautiful. And this one, we've got the keyhole here. I don't know if there's actually any keys, but that's a cool page anyway. Just kind of like a Lara Croft type character. And this one here with the keyhole here. And again, I don't know that there's any keys in it, but we've got the keyhole here. So that is Labyrinth, whole ton in there. And next we have Voyage by Joseph Kappenbag. And we have dragons. Dragon here around the lantern. Are you in frame? We have this clock here with the girl and the gears. I always love this page, but I am intimidated by it, and I'm not entirely sure why. Because it's not like a ton of gears. It's not a ton of metallic. With the tree growing out of the the frame of the clock, it feels like that would be more wood. So I don't know why it intimidates me quite so much, but it does. And then we have this. He looks like a dragon, even though to me he's Falcor from a Never-Ending Story. And we have this page that is another one of the bonus fireworks page that I found. So also another super cool page. That'd be fun. So that is Voyage by Joseph Cattenbang. And then we are on to Fabiana Attanasio. So first is Cosmic Spirit. And I only found the one page with the hourglass, which is this one that I colored with Rachel in September for Space Timber. But yeah, we've got the big hourglass, so that would do. It even has the horse, which goes with that horseshoe good luck symbol for old-timey New Year's. Next is Manaj by Fabiana Attanasio, and we have this. So that's what I was saying about a lot of the ones that have gears have clocks in them as well. So the gears here, and there's a clock in the center with this kind of water horse type creature. I love the imagination in this one. What do we have here? There we go. So then we have this octopus with all of the keys and the keyhole in his head. I don't know why, like this one's more simple, but I really like this picture. And then this one is another of the gears ones, and we've got the little clock there on it. And then this one with the fox and the cards, and we've got the little timepiece. And it's a three-tailed fox. I'm not sure if there's any symbolism for it being three-tailed fox there, but it is. Oh, and I see. Oh. Sorry, I'm not great at keeping you guys in frame completely, but I think it's pretty close. So next we have Dream Garden by Fabiana Attanasio, and I think there's just this one page that I found with the big keyhole and the flying keys all over the place and some flowers. And next is Fairy Wonderland, or last is Fairy Wonderland. And so we have this one with the dancing flower fairies and the keyholes in this. And I'm not sure what this is. Like, it kind of is like a lantern adjacent, but it's also kind of not. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, so then we also have this kind of portal door with the keyhole in it. This one's really cool too. Got all the water around it. Next, we have this one with the peacock and all of the watch eyes, and it looks like that the kind of, or the watch faces are the eyes on the peacock feathers, and it's branches with leaves instead of the feathers. So it's kind of a neat play on the peacock feathers. Next is this one here with the little mole, and he's just got a little set of keys here. And last is this one with a moth. I assume it's a moth carrying the hourglass here. So that's actually all that I have in my books. So again, then hashtag for 2025 is going to be Mythographic Scavenger Hunt 2025. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you guys' images. I've really enjoyed seeing what you guys have done so far, and I really look forward to seeing what you guys do going forward. So yeah, thanks for watching, and be kind to yourselves out there. Bye-bye.